Hi guys, this is Dawn Moret, and today is November 8th. It's election day, and I am headed down to Phoenix, my hometown. I'm still sick. It's been like a week now. I'm still sick, and I'm on my period, so I'm exhausted. And I'd like to think that I'm some sort of magical oracle right now. Anything to make it so that this exhaustion and tiredness has a purpose. So I'm in my divine feminine channeling for everyone, that's why I'm so tired. I'm gonna make something good out of this. Dude, I just don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. We're so fucked, you guys. We're so fucked. We're so fucked because we're operating from rebellion. Rebellion and thinking that that's independence. And also, here's the thing. Okay, human beings and all animals in nature, naturally, we do the least amount of effort for the most amount of gain. So the lazier we can be, it's rewarded by, this is what makes us the way we are. It's gazillions of years of evolution to make us lazy and fat and well, we don't have to be fat, but lazy, okay? So we want to have the most amount of food and, acclaim and friends and material goods, whatever. We want to have the most resources for the least amount of work. This is everyone, not just Americans, not just me, it's everybody. Although I am definitely a horrible example of it. But, oh God, I gotta blow my nose again. I'm so sick. Why? Alright. Anyway. Okay, so we're lazy. And we all, but of course, we get motivated. We get motivated by things like, okay, here's the thing with the DAPL, okay? Because I have all these friends that are going to go to DAPL, or to Standing Rock. And multiple people in my life want to go to Standing Rock. And, of course, what are they doing? They're trying to get together, cars and trucks and other things that burn oil to go and protest the pipeline. Hello, wake up, idiots. You understand we're idiots. We're fucking dumb. Okay, so I'm gonna drive my car, but I'm gonna post on Facebook that I don't support the Dakota Okay, where's the gas gonna come from then? If it doesn't come from pipelines? Well, it's gonna come from the Middle East. So we can either be up the Middle East ass, Saudi Arabia's ass, Sharia law's ass, right? We could be up their ass, or we can dig here at home for more oil. Or we can take our money out of these banks and we can figure out some way to live without using very much gasoline. And so that would be awesome, right? Because here's the thing, they're not going to respect us. They're not going to respect the people, the protesters. They don't respect, there's no way, some of them do, that's great, and they're dropping out, some of the cops are going home and stuff, that's awesome. But, if you look at, even the buffalo footage, right? Those buffaloes were all being led in by trucks. The trucks were moving the buffalo around. Okay, guys, wake up. The trucks are moving the buffalo around with fucking oil, with gasoline. It's okay, yeah, it's one thing to fight fire with fire, but fighting oil with oil doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I don't know, I don't have some magic solution on how to do it. It's everybody would have to be well, fuck this. We're going to become nomads, and we're going to live in places that grow food, and we're going to, be fruitarians and eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds, and we're gonna live really simply and stuff. As long as we're growing all over the world in places that are cold and hot and don't grow food, and then trucking that food all over the place or flying it all over the place or whatever, we're going to be using gasoline, or they could use corn oil, but that stuff is expensive to make as well. There's no easy trick to this. But there's that cognitive dissonance that's like, well, I can drive my truck in order to make the buffalo move so it's a spiritual experience, so people will leave and not build a pipeline. Those people don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. All they care about is money and not having too bad of publicity. But they're not impressed. What they're impressed with is when people stop buying gas, period. They'd be impressed by that. They'd be impressed people take their money out in the bank, right? Bank exit. But they're not going to be impressed by people driving trucks around saying, don't build an oil pipeline. Even though I'm driving a fucking truck that's got oil in it, gasoline in it, fossil fuels in it. Nobody's going to be that impressed. But the cognitive dissonance is so thick. It's so thick. I'm 35 years old. I've surrounded myself with, an amazing group of hippies and thinkers and anti-establishment type people. I thought because they're all scared they're going to get raped and not be able to get abortions, so they're all voting for Hillary. I know the Pence thing, I wish that Trump would have followed my advice and pick Sasha Grey for vice president. Now, I know what you're saying, the porn vote, right? But Sasha Grey is quite the deep thinker. Like, if you actually, look at her in interviews and stuff. Anyway, I just thought that would have been phenomenal. That would have been a great ticket. I mean, can you imagine anyone who wouldn't vote for Donald Trump and Sasha Grey together? But anyway, that was one of my bright ideas. Some sort of female vice president would have been smart, Donald. Just let you know that. Next time, if you still want to run, get a vice president that's a female. Anyway, okay, so here's the other story. So my, do I have to tell you who she is? One of my friends, new lady friends, was that way. Anyway, she had a video up, and it was like, what we do to everyone affects us. Beautiful. Good. And protecting the earth. Very good. And she said, chopping down trees is like chopping down ourselves. Yes, that's very true. Okay. Are you using tarot cards right now? Did you just wipe your ass with toilet paper? Yeah? Okay. Alright. See, we're just a bunch of white people talking shit. We're a bunch of Americans who like to talk shit. I don't like the way you're doing this. You don't vote with your mouth. You don't even hardly vote with your body. You certainly don't vote with your little fucking check mark. You vote with your fucking money. Your dollar. Your gold. Whatever. You vote with that energy. That green energy. So if you don't like something and you want to talk about it, but then you go buy the same damn thing, and it's like, well, I don't have an electric car. I have a regular car, and the government should come along and find some oil alternative, and the government should give me a new car that has a different. Actually, I would love it if the government gave me a new car, because this shit is like going out on me every day. But like, somebody else needs to come fix it. Come fix it. Meanwhile, until someone else comes and fixes it, I'm just gonna keep, downing drinks that are in plastic and talking on Facebook about the environment and hoping that things change, even though I'm gonna do the same damn thing every day. Because I'm lazy. We're lazy. And that's fine. That's part of evolution. But this cognitive dissonance bubble, I mean, like, what are we going to do about that? As it stands right now, I'm not the only one with privilege. We're all a bunch of privileged people talking trash. So what are we going to do about it? What do we do? You know, I have some friends that have moved to other countries, you know, closer to the equator, and are fruitarians. And some of them have been successful. Some of them have begged for money on various social networking because they were not doing good with money or finding enough to eat. It's not easy out there for animals to find enough to eat. We've got this fucking system. We're living on the fat of the land. And every single American, I don't care if you're poor or black or native or whoever, right? We're all very fortunate, as in we live on the rest of the world's slavery. Okay, so we got America, and it's like, well, it's not great here. Why does everyone want to come here? Everyone wants to come here because it's fucking pretty great compared to everywhere else. Like, do you know the working conditions in China? People drop dead at 32. They drop dead at 32 because there's so much fucking overtime. And all over the world, people are slaving. They're slaving to make our chocolate bars and our diamond rings and our fucking clothes, right? So, like, and we're all participating in the system. We're all participating, unless we literally are walking around with, you know, trade clothes that are from the thrift store, and we're eating at potlucks and, you know, out there picking apples in Washington, and basically, you know, being a savage. And even savages, I've hung out with savages, and they love espresso, and they love toilet paper, and they love hot showers. They do. They do. We all do. We all love hot showers, and we all love toilet paper, and we all love fucking functional kitchen with electricity. We all love all these fucking things. It's the truth. So what do? I don't know. I want to see lifestyles that are, you know, we could actually copy. In order to take the dollar, take our money out of these industries that are killing the environment. But as it is, just thinking like, well, okay, if I just say something, or I just go someplace and I'm a warm body, that's gonna make all the difference. No, it's not. They don't give a shit. They'll fucking kill you. They'll move you. Or they'll erase you on the internet. They don't give a rat's ass. Okay, what people care about is commerce. They care about the money. The dollars, the euros, the fucking dinars, whatever it is. It's the money. So as long as we're spending... I just got fucking gas in this car because I want to go see my son. I want to go back to Phoenix. So, but I'm also not saying like, well, we need to stop building pipelines. Okay, where's the gas going to come from, assholes? Where does the gas come from? Either we have some sort of war hawk leader, or leaders, group of leaders, that goes over and fucking manipulates the shit out of the Middle Eastern people to get us cheap gas. Because the gas is cheap here, people. It's cheap. $2, $3, $4 in LA. Okay, for a gallon, it's like $10 a pint. It's $10 a fucking pint in, or a quart. $10 a quart in Europe and other places. It's like fucking way more expensive than here. We've got it made over here. I mean, it is so cheap. It is so inexpensive. What was I saying? Oh, just like, so we either build our own pipelines, keep it cheap, right? Poison our water, but we can just buy more water from Nestle, who's over in California, taking all the water. We'll just buy what we need at different times from different people. Hope there's still some clean water left, you know, for our children's children, if there's any of those ever. But like, it doesn't work. We can't just like buy gas and think we're gonna go speak against gas. You just bought gas. That's the money. Follow the money. Follow the fucking dollars. So the Warhawk leader that goes over and either manipulates Middle East or we do our own drilling. And yes, that would be going through poor areas of people that are disenfranchised and don't have a lot of media coverage. Yep, that's where it's going to be. Always. It's always going to go in the poor neighborhoods. What is it that not little Kim, what's her name? The one with the huge ass, the big fake booty. Come on now. Anaconda. Who is, I forgot her name. Anyway, she has one of her rap songs. She's like, I live in the, like, if you wonder where I live where the trees is. I live up north where the trees is. I live on a high place. So everybody is trying to be, they want to be in nature and somewhere beautiful. But there's not quite enough to go around. Apparently there's not quite enough to go around. So the majority of people have to be poor and work their fucking ass off to pay the landlords for their housing and their shipped in food and their trucked in fossil fuels, Or we could try to figure out something that we, some sort of, I don't know. I do know that it's important to plant fruit trees and to plant shade on the earth. I know that that's good. Yeah, I don't have some huge solution. I'm just pointing out the fact that if you have a huge block of cognitive dissonance, right, and you're still spending money on the thing you want to stop, nobody's going to take you seriously. As long as you're buying the product that you say you don't want, nobody's going to give a shit. And they're going to get the government, the government involved to just railroad whoever. Obama put, FDA maybe? The top of the FDA used to work for Monsanto. He's a Monsanto guy. I can't believe like 80% of my Facebook friends are liberals and voted for Hillary. And I'm just like, what about Monsanto, you guys? What about Monsanto? But it's all about sex. And bravo, media. Because once again, you take the topic that everyone's so scared of, which is sex. Oh no, sex! And you make it into something, and you get what you want. So sex sells once again. Sex sells once again. It always does. Sex will sell anything. Right up until we don't have food and water. Because when we don't have food and water, we feel so bad we're not really interested in sex. Anyway, I'm not saying that, Trump would be that much better, but I just, and the friends of mine that said, like, well, I just voted, I feel horrible. I don't like that feeling, I need a shower, I just voted. I'm alright. But I had so many people, well, I'm just so excited to have a first female president. I have a couple friends that voted for Hillary because they love Lady Gaga. I'm not fucking around here. They love Lady Gaga, and Lady Gaga got paid to stand with Hillary. They're not stupid people. They're not stupid with the selfie tours and the fucking celebrities and the concerts. They understand that will get people out to vote. Or at least to show up for the concerts and stuff. Oh my god. It's just like, well, a DAPL, right? Who is enforcing? I mean, like, who is shooting the people? Was it the people that worked for the pipeline, or was it government people? Was it the military? So we've got big government in there defending the interests of the corporations. And this is exactly what we're gonna have with Hillary. Hillary's in so fucking deep to all these big shot corporations. big corporations, really big corporations. And so people can say, well, she's our first female president because she has a vagina, she's female. Oh, I thought things had changed. Okay. Well, yeah, she has a vagina. Yay for vaginas in the White House. Like, there haven't been a fucking ton of those. Oh my god. I mean, it is what it is. There's not a perfect solution. It's funny though. Right now I'm in some sort of like small town, and like everyone has a Trump thing in their front yard or on their car. I mean, these two guys are idiots as well. Pence was a horrible choice. I just don't understand. I just don't understand because everyone's in their own little bubble. So it's like, well, I want to make sure that women can have abortions and get birth control. Except for the women in the Middle East who are like rape camp survivors of ISIS, getting raped 30 times a day, and begging for us to drop bombs on them. There's like women who are on record of saying like I've been raped so much and I'm bleeding so much and I can't go to the bathroom and I feel I want to die, so will you please bomb my village? Now maybe that was just a meme, and again, information is hard to get. It's hard to get good information, so God only knows if this is correct, but that's horrible. And the idea that we would be arming anyone is insane. It's totally insane. Arming anyone that we weren't going to train for 8 years, 4 years. Please give them arms. What the fuck? So many people in the military have killed themselves since they got back over here. And it's just a horrible scene. It's a horrible scene. But the fluffy sort of hippie attitude of like, well, I'm gonna just get on Facebook and this will do something. Or, God forbid, I'm gonna get in my car and drive to where we're gonna protest the pipeline. I had some friends that did that, and they brought supplies to the Native people. Okay, I can see that. Bring supplies. I'm gonna spend $200 on gas to bring my privileged white face over to Sandy Rock. Okay. All right. Well, you're still paying for gasoline. You're still supporting the people that are trying to build it, and it doesn't actually make a whole lot of sense. It's nonsensical. So how do we do like behavior? How do we make our behavior make sense? How can we make our behavior sort of a functioning sort of cohesive? Can our thinking and actions be cohesive? That's the question. And can we be in independence instead of rebellion, or what is it when you do everything? Obedience, we got rebellion, and we got independence. And if you're driving around a truck saying, I don't want to use oil, that's rebellion, right? Anytime that we're still in a system and we need to eat off of that system, but we're trying to protest the system at the same time, you cannot fix something from the level of thinking that created it, right? Albert Einstein said that. So it's fucking retarded to think that we're going to be able to drive around and then that's going to make them take us seriously. No, as long as we're giving them money, they're going to keep doing exactly what they're doing. You understand? Money, keep doing exactly what they're doing. So we got to find a way to take our money back. And I would love to hear any comments. I know, hopefully I will get some flack for this because I am being obnoxious. But it's the oracle in me. I'm bleeding. I'm sick. I have very little energy. And I see all this energy going to waste out in the world. It's frustration, it's rebellion, but it's not getting us anywhere. So how do we work within the system of, I'm a human being, I'm fucking lazy as fuck, I would rather just be on the internet all day talking, don't really want to take responsibility for myself, but I know that I need to, and I know that things will only change when I take my money back from the system and only invest it in the things that are fucking awesome, right? Like really good food and like really good, like in our little communities, right? How do we take our money back and invest it where we want to see it grow? And anyway, I'm open to comments. This video, like, I don't mean to rave, but we're fucking stupid, you guys. Oh, we gotta wise up quickly. Because as long as the businesses and corporations are witnessing us in cognitive dissonance, not really in our rational mind, not really aware of our surroundings, they will continue to railroad us with what they want for money. It's just a matter of fact. So we're gonna have to wake up and actually take some actions. And I don't know what those are, but anyway, questions, comments, concerns, solutions. I feel like I know I look horrible. It is what it is. Like, I'm so cleansing. I'm so cleansing a lot. Alright, you guys. Well, have a good election. God only knows what happens next. Oh my god. Alright. Bye.